So do we have questions today?
How are you, doctor?
Alhamdulillah. Do we have
Salam.
any questions today? Salam.
Salam.
No, doctor, I don't have any questions.
Salam, sir.
Salam.
Sir, from the last class, I still had this doubt from the last question I asked.
Who is speaking?
Tausif here from Bangalore.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, the question, the doubt is like, see, everything I have to do means it's like if I have to remove the worry or like last time you said, all the bad thing is I. For all the bad
That's right.
things, yeah. So, but it is still me who is doing the hard work, and means God is not doing anything. I am doing everything.
Okay.
And the second thing is, for example, if I remove worry, what is left? I mean to
Goodness
say,
is left.
what is left?
Every good thing is left.
Exactly. So automatically it is left. Again, God does not have to do anything. For example, if I remove worry,
Did you create yourself?
I didn't create, but what I mean to say, I think it's the nature of God which heals, not God himself will come and
What
heal
is the
something.
nature of God? What God himself? What do you mean by God himself means what? Himself means
For
what?
example, sir, yeah, my question is, I remove worry, means I do the hard work to remove worry. So the body's intelligence is automatically healing me. God is not healing. The body's intelligence is healing me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
there
the
is,
question now. That's the statement. What's the question now?
I am telling like God is not doing, the body's intelligence is doing. Again, I agree it's derived, I mean, it's guided by the laws of God, but not God himself. Like,
What is the law of God? You say God is not functioning, but
yeah,
your intelligence is functioning.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, like I'm telling, the body's
So what?
intelligence is
No.
functioning,
No.
not God.
Okay. The question is over now.
Yeah, yeah.
The question is over. Okay.
Doctor, I told you about this book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. I
Yes.
told you right, that the book contains exactly everything, whatever we are discussing. But in that book, it says that it's not God or anything, but the power of your subconscious mind, which does everything. Like if you need something, you keep on reiterating it, it will somehow give you. Like healing also, if you say to yourself, I am healing, the power of subconscious net will heal you, something like that.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. Yeah, thanks, Sajid, for adding
What
it.
Sajid,
Yeah, so
what Sajid says in accordance to your claim.
I have much maybe like a next level. For example, I would not say the mind is beating my heart. The heart is beating on itself, but the mind can influence the heart. But I will not say my mind is beating my heart. So what Sajid is telling
So
is also like,
influencing your heart means, almost same.
yeah.
Okay, meaning is same. Your paraphrasing is different. Meaning is same.
But
So
here I
me
am
what is
adding
mind?
like 3-4 things. One is the heart is beating by itself. Second thing is the mind which can influence the heart. And yeah, I mean, everything I have to do, doctor. Like what I understand, only thing God can do is give peace. Apart from peace, everything I have to do.
God, you said he doesn't do anything, but now you say he can only give peace.
Yeah, only he can give peace. Rest all I have to do. I have to remove worry, everything. I have to remove jealous. I have to remove all the bad character. So automatically it will fall in place. It's the law of
if
God.
You are angry. Okay, you answer my questions. Okay.
Yes.
Your question is over?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to Say it
No, no,
again
it's
in a
over.
brief manner.
It's over.
Yes. So you are more involved in your life than God's involvement in your life.
Looks like if I am not quite like to remove all the bad things, I am involved.
I am asking you now, answer me, what is mind and who created that mind?
Well, God created that mind, and again, when I tried to go
One
to
second,
this,
okay. You finish your question now. I am going to ask you a subjective as well as objective. Say yes or no. I'll give some examples and certain clarifications to your point, and that will be subjectively also. I'm asking you what mind is and who created it. First, what is
God,
mind?
mind
What
is
is
you
mind?
cannot. It's an unseen. I don't know what mind is.
Your
Your
anger is
thoughts,
in mind or anywhere else?
mind.
Your elsewhere.
Sorry, sir.
Your anger is in your mind or elsewhere.
It's in the mind.
Where is the mind?
Don't know where it is.
Okay, you are very anxious. Is it
Yes,
the mind or elsewhere?
in the mind.
You are apprehensive about something. Where is it?
I
Where
mean,
from it does it come?
in the mind.
Mind. And your jealousy. Where
In
from
the
it is?
in the mind,
In the mind.
taken
And
from
your
others.
and no. Jealousy upon others, not taken from others.
Okay.
Praise
Learned
taken
learned
from
from
someone
others.
else. I want.
Maybe learned from others.
Can you learn? Can you learn your emotions and then you are uh, producing it? After that, you are reflecting it.
So you're
After
telling
that,
it's
you
an
are putting it out. Emotions
so
be
it's
taught or it is inherent.
so it is in if it is
Emotions are
inherent,
inherent or it
it's inherent.
inherent means it is your own nature. Nobody can teach you the emotions. Can you?
Influence society.
No. I mean your emotions once it is
Yeah,
started are
inherent.
one.
Inherent.
Yes, inherent. So it is your own.
Yes.
When you are in turbulence, chaos, because of all the emotions like anger, like envy, enmity, difference of opinion. So there is some anxiousness, anxiety, and lack of comprehension, irritability, irritation, sadness, worry, and whatnot. All these emotions you have, for example,
Yes.
what do you want now? You want these emotions?
Peace.
You don't want this emotion.
I don't want the
Peace.
emotion.
You want peace. When
Yes.
you are anxiety, you want peace. When you're apprehensive, you want peace. When you're agitated, you have peace. You want peace. When you're irritated, you want peace. When you find enemies all around, your peace is not you want peace.
Yes.
But then you said God does only the giver of peace, salanti, nothing
Yes.
more. But you want from everything else only peace. If there's a peaceful mind, do you have a need for emotions? And
No.
will you have worry? Will you have fear? Will you have apprehension? Only comprehension is there of various things. Understanding ability is increasing. And understanding ability you mention as intelligence.
Yes.
Your consciousness is now working. The intelligence is like consciousness, right?
Mm, one is
Intelligence,
consciousness.
consciousness of the
No, doctor.
intelligence I'm saying.
Intelligence is
Then what it is?
being aware of something. I'm also speaking about not being
That
aware.
awareness is consciousness.
Yeah, but for
Awareness
example,
is conscience.
yeah, I'm not speaking about
Consciousness is
consciousness,
awareness.
doctor.
Yeah. I'm
Let's
saying
say
the
I cut
intelligence.
my skin.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of the conscious. Still, the skin is healing. I'm not even aware. Like I have a small cut,
Then
still it's healing.
then
It's
then
not
then
consciousness.
what? Suppose your heart is agitated, worrisome, and it is in a state of total turbulence and palpitation. What will heal it?
Being
Because of
consciousness.
consciousness, these things emotions are happening or not.
Yes.
Consciousness creating the emotions. I'm conscious about you speaking to me. I'm
Correct.
conscious about whatever is happening around. That is also intelligence or not?
Maybe higher
I'm able to
intelligence
perceive things.
or
No, I'm talking about intelligence. Let's run we section into subsection into higher function, lower function, and all. Primarily intelligence. Then we can categorize. I'm talking about intelligence. So
no, in
after
this
that, you can
I
say
have
higher
two
intelligence.
doubts. No, two doubts, doctor. Intelligence is body intelligence or mind intelligence?
Body has got nothing.
Okay.
Only mind has got everything.
So mind is
Including-
beating my heart?
Including your brain is a dummy piece. Your
So
mind
mind,
is controlling your brain.
so mind is
Be
beating my heart?
mindful. Mind is troubling your heart, which otherwise is normally functioning.
Yeah,
When
normally
you have
function.
when the internal organs, no,
Yes.
all the internal organs are functioning non-stop. Every second, every moment, every fraction of second, internal organs are functioning without tiredness,
Correct.
without weariness. The heart is also pumping. All right.
Yeah.
The only functioning organs are two, which are laborious in its function. One is heart, other is the lung. These two are very laborious in function, which we can see through us. Am I right?
Yes.
These two organs are functioning so beautifully inside. I don't feel about its function.
Correct.
I don't feel the functioning of my heart. I don't find the laborious breathing unless an asthmatic attack sets in, unless I am hungry for the air. I am not inhaling the air properly. I am not finding the air sufficiently perfusing my lungs. I am laboriously breathing in. During an asthmatic stage also, such laborious breathing you can see in people.
Yes.
So when you start feeling the functioning of the internal organs, then there is a disease. That disease is nothing but emotion.
Okay.
And I am now apprehensive. I am now feeling something. Now, what is normally beating now, the heart? Will it beat faster and is greater thud or not? Which I will feel my heart is functioning.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So your emotions are troubling your internal organ function, which otherwise is functioning so smoothly without touching your consciousness.
Yeah, without touching the consciousness, it's working.
It is working. So what is troubling it?
Emotion.
There is peace is disturbed, then the emotions develop. When
Correct.
the emotions are taking the highest degree, I want peace. So peace is the ultimate or anything else. Your
Peace.
functioning,
Peace
everything
is
is your ultimate. So God is having power over all things or not now.
definitely he
God
has
gives only
power.
peace.
Definitely he has power over
So
everything.
what? So the intelligence is shattered now, and God's power is regrouping the intelligence to calmness, to quietness and serene in mind. Nothing but peace is required in this world.
Okay, see, for example, sir.
Because of peace, one understand you're able to distinguish and demarcate things and leave the right and leave the left. Both the things are there. The righteous things I am absorbing, the evil things I am rejecting. Again, because of the peace. The peace says how it guides you is take up the good thing and leave the rest. Do
Okay.
not take up the evil thing. Don't desire the people. You don't desire the way of the people, but maintain your peace. When you see things created in the atmosphere, in the environment, in our nature, wish for something that your heart needs. That is the peace. At any given point of time, what your life survival is peace and nothing but peace. Once the peace is shattered, the first two organs involved in it is heavy breathing and my heart is thudding. I can feel the twin functioning of the two organs inside my chest. When I feel the functioning of the organ inside, that is diseased.
Yeah.
So all your emotions affect the heart and nothing but heart. From there, almost even the brain is not functioning properly because the heart is now in a jittery state. The emotion disturbing the heart, your brain cannot function, you cannot see properly, you cannot smell, touch, taste, or hear properly. And you cannot understand anything also, except the superficial one or the evil ones. When I see some disasters and distress, I would like to flee from that place. I don't want to get hurt. My protection is most helpful for me if only I can help myself with the ability to think and understand. The thinking, understanding is everything possible only if you have peace of mind. If it is shattering into pieces, everything is gone. So God is working through peace. And if you want any problem to be settled, you need peace from Him. But for peace, there is no supplication to Allah. And without peace, the entire cosmos, from heavens down to earth and all in between, will be in a staggering situation and everything will shatter.
Wonderful.
With that, you are. So do you understand now? Peace is most important given to God, given by God, and it is from Him. That is our inherent nature. At any cost, we need to preserve our peace.
Yes.
Those who preserve peace, they are under the umbrella of blessing of God. There's no coolness to mind, to the body, to the external environment, and whatever is troubling you is nothing before me if I have peace because I know how to divert those things that would affect me, how to return, repel back whatever that is going to trouble me because of my understanding ability. I will not get into the situation which is catching up with me to trouble my peaceful mind. I'll be able to stall, I'll be able to stop it, obstruct it, divert it, and repel it. And I'll be averting the evil things that is coming to me because I am preserving peace. I'm able to understand what is right and wrong. I'm able to find out how to dispel the wrong and how to embrace the righteousness. Is all the function of God. If
Okay,
your mind
mashallah.
doesn't think properly,
Mhm.
everything is going to waste. All your work will be in vain. We are only following the vanity if we don't understand what peace is.
Sir, what is prana?
Prana is your breathing,
Prana is the breathing.
plain breathing oxygen and carbon dioxide, oxygen, carbon dioxide. You'll be still living a moronic life with the prana.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So above life, life is life force,
Vegetative life.
right, doctor?
Life force, prana, everything same.
Same.
Life is different. Life force and prana both same. Life is the quality by which your heart is functioning under the guidance of the peace.
Okay.
Without peace, no guidance for us. And peace alone gives you patience. Patience gives you the ability to penetrate into any subject, any matter, any event happening before me, in or about me, around me. Chapter 3, verse number 85. Read chapter 3, verse number 85.
Sajid, can you read or someone? Because I'm on my mobile.
Okay, chapter 3, 85.
Go ahead.
And whoever desires a religion other than Islam, it shall not be accepted from him. And in the hereafter, he shall be one of the losers.
So we don't understand from this, right?
You understand?
Whatever is spoken to you, whatever is spoken to you,
Yeah, it comes
after
back to peace.
is the religion of Islam, not the religious, your religious duty towards peace, towards maintaining, towards improving, towards strengthening, towards acquiring a better peace by the time. So the way to Salam is Islam. It's not a religion. It is the religiousness in me that I follow the peace alone, none but the peace. I seek peace alone, none but peace. Peace is your life here, and the destruction of peace is your death here. So whenever you are lost in peace, I am dead, though I am living your life. So if you want anything from Allah, seek peace. That peace will be gathering all your resources of for your intelligence, for your intelligent functioning of your mind, and the peace is able to gather the righteousness. The fruits of it, righteousness, is guiding your brain, the mind, and the mind is guiding the brain. Brain is under the control of mind, and the mind is al-Jabbar. If only we follow as a slave to the al-Jabbar, who is the controller. Unless I am Abdul Jabbar, a slave to the controller is the peace giver. The peace giver is Salam. Unless you preserve Salam, you know the importance of Salam. You are not in the religion of Salam, Islam. You are not a Muslim if you are not having Salam. You are not following the path of Islam if you don't believe in Salam is the root cause for all your activities from the birth to death. From the inception of the world, from the birth of the world to the death of the world, from the inceptions of the heavens and the earth together and everything in between. And he has placed in between everything sandwiched in the comfort of your environment and atmosphere. Environment is surrounding me, atmosphere is above and down. I am totally embraced above and down and from all around by God. So the godliness is something that you can understand if you maintain your peace, preserving in patience that I seek peace from God. No prayer is important to a human being other than peace. If you ask anything other than peace, it is not accepted from God. So that is the verse, chapter 385. And whoever desires other than Salam, Allah says, don't come to me. Go elsewhere and find out all your paraphernalia, which will give you your boost to your pride, which will give you joy and exaltation and exalt yourself, is all there for this by time being. You'll be running out of my blessing and Ashirwad. by which you are enjoying certain worldly pleasures. If you don't seek peace, if you don't maintain peace, if you don't preserve and wish for peace, all the blessing I have given will be tossed to the back of yourself, and you'll be enjoying certain things. Once you are deprived of everything, you are the loser. You will not even have the mind or the ability to ask for peace. You will be asking for whatever is lost from you. Definitely, it's not a supplication to Allah. Allah is not going to answer your call because you have not called Allah in the way you should call. Go to chapter 2, 186.
Chapter 2, 186.
Yes.
This is the
And-
book.
And when
186.
one and
186.
yes, doctor. And when my servants ask you concerning me, then surely I am very near. I answer the prayer of the supplicant when he calls on me. So they should answer my call and believe in me that they may walk in the right way.
So what do we understand from this now? Who are the servants of God?
We who submit to Him.
So what the submission is?
Peace.
Okay.
Asking for peace.
You are asking for peace, and Allah gives you the peace.
Yes.
Then how do you become His servant now?
By submitting, by attaining peace.
You have gotten peace. You have received peace in surplus, because from my deadly grievesome mind, which is crushing my heart, that is the grief I am suffering, for example.
Yes.
And God gives you peace instantly. It's an abundant peace that will remove the grief and thereafter put you in peace or not. Or just a percentage of the peace is giving.
Complete peace.
Abundance.
Abundance. Okay.
Peace is in abundance. When Allah gives you abundance, what you're supposed to do? Keep it for yourself or spend it on others.
Myself first.
Yes. Abundance is already there with you. The rest is in abundance. What you're supposed to do? Save
Give
it
to others.
or give to others. So when you seek peace from Him, you serve peace to others. You become servant of God.
Oh, mashallah.
These are the servants of God, not those people who say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
So where is,
Just
sorry,
because
can I still
Yeah.
ask, sir? Where is the mind,
Have
sir?
you understood this? If you go further in asking, without from mind only you are speaking now. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, everything's from mind. That's a feel.
It's a
That's a
feel.
feel. That's a natural feel. The feel of truth. The truth is always there, everywhere. Whenever you are suffering to your worst degree, the truth comes. Whenever you are meeting with your imminent death, the truth comes to you. Oh God, forgive me, the truth will come now. So far, and until this moment, you have not sought forgiveness from Him. Give me peace if you don't find sleep for 2 or 3 days or 4 to continuously, and your agony of the thoughts is not at all subsiding, and your physical emotions are gathering up in peace is total. Ask Him, leave alone what I'm suffering from. I may be suffering from diseases from head to toe. My heart is in such a situation, despicable situation, it may burst out and I may die of a massive heart attack also. At this moment of time, you will be seeking for your physical comfort or your mental comfort. A lot of disease from head to toe, the physical comfort, pain, everything. There's a mental discomfort about the future. What will happen if this continues? I cannot stand this pain and suffering anymore. So I am thinking about my future. All the future diseases of the presently suffering nature will accumulate, and I am finding it so difficult to feel the pain of the accumulated, my future accumulated diseases and this pain, which I am not having now. A ghost pain now is entering into my heart. So I am not able to bear the pain of a presenting disease. I am in a hurry. I want to get it cured, but it is increasing. The hurry is the opposite of peace, opposite of patience. Peace and patience go hand in hand.
Okay.
If you strengthen your patience, peace will strengthen. If you strengthen your peace, patience will strengthen. Unless these two things are preserved, peace is emotional, opposite to the emotions, and patience is opposite to the disease, the disease flaring up. The more you are patient, the disease will not be flaring up. The more you are impatient, the disease is going to be consuming you soon. So peace and patience, one is mind level and patience is physical level. So I am maintaining my peace and patience. So God gives you salam. That is the path of Islam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about
If
it, sir. I'll
anyone seeks,
still.
if anyone desires a way, religion means a way, other than the way to salam, it is never accepted from Allah. So when Allah gives you salam, you be a servant to serve the salam to others. Don't irritate anyone. Don't push anyone to fulfill your desires. Don't expect from anyone and place a burden on him. And don't irritate anyone. Don't disturb anyone. Don't ask anyone anything. There is the certain amount of disturbance to the peace and destruction to the peace if you are imploring him. This is the verse Allah says, if anyone desires a religion other than Islam, my servants are asking, tell them, if you call upon me in the way you should call, I'm not going to answer the caller. Call upon me in the way you should call, and I am not going to answer the caller if you don't understand this. Do you understand the 186 now?
Yes, yes.
I answered the call of the caller if he calls. That is ayat, right?
Yes.
I will answer the call of the caller if he calls. So the caller must be a servant. Whatever I give him of my peace, of my salam, he must serve others. That means he must guard himself from disturbing the peace of mind of another person. So don't backbite on anyone. Don't slander anyone. Don't become angry at anyone. Don't be despondent and despair so that people will be worried about you. In that regard, don't cause disturbance to the peace. Don't falter in keeping up your religious obligations to Allah, that you stick to the peace and perseverance in peace and have a peaceful face, unagitated mind, and not bothering about any person's mischief or wrongdoing against you. Definitely, you are not supposed to lose peace if you are a believer in God. In today's class, we think about when we think about God, we are thinking about the grantor of peace, the grantor of patience. So my belief is increasing now. with regard to my future. The whole future I am seeing because of the abundance of peace. I am giving peace to my neighbors and other people. Definitely, my goodness is increasing and my heart is in peace now. So all the diseases are going to be removed from me, and I'm going to be hale and hearty, ever increasing in the strength of my hale and heartiness. So this is how we'll be dispelling, averting a disease. The disease is in your heart, not anywhere else. Heart means the mind and soul together. It is not the physical heart. Is it clear for you now?
Yes, sir. I still have to
So,
think about it. I'll see.
no, whatever I am saying now,
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
you are
Yes,
able to understand. I'm not confusing,
100%.
So 100% confusion, you go for 200%. There's no question of falling down again to confusion.
No, it's not confusion. Yeah, maybe confusion, but it's more understanding about God,
Yeah.
like His
About
nature.
God, don't. Yes, you said the nature of God,
Yeah,
not God. The
correct.
nature of God is most forgiving. All these qualities are the nature of God. You are created in His nature.
Correct.
So you imbibe all the qualities of God, you become in His nature, and you ask for Him more of His nature so that it becomes a quality that is innate in you. And thereafter, your intelligence is, the knowledge is growing into intelligence, and the intelligence is growing into wisdom. And that wisdom, God will impart you as as the measurement of your seeking from Him, and as per the measurement of your preserving in calmness, and you are soulfully humble before the people, you become a servant of God. The more you are humble before the people, you are a servant of God. Not because you are saying well Kalima, not because of your worshipping 5 times a day, not because of your reading the book, not because of your pilgrimage, which are all very material way of ritual practices. Any ritual practices using your corporal body, definitely you will receive the corporeal punishment from God. And the mind is the one left alone. It is not yet affected. It is only tested. You are worried about it, or you are going to be thriving in the way that you should maintain your peace and perseverance and maintaining in your patience all the time. And Allah is going to revive you every time you are becoming despaired and despondent in this life. That is death, not your physical death. Mentally, you are an aggrieved person. You are dead. Mentally, you have lost your peace. You are dead. In the peace and the remaining portion of my peace, I am still surviving. Once I am not losing hope, definitely that's the point Allah revives you back. So after your death, Allah gave you life so that you will be thankful to Him in the days to come. That means you will be seeking more of peace from Him, all the time peace from Him, and imparting peace to others and not disturbing the peace of someone else around you. And give the peace, serve the peace. Become a server of salam. Serve my humility and become a humble servant of God, because what He ordains upon us is to serve yourself in peace and be humble before the people and not disturbing any other person about you. This is the life for us for all time to come. And you seek from me whatever you want after having the peace. Only when you are possessing peace and when you are functioning your life in a peaceful manner, when you give peace to others, you become a servant. Now Allah's permission is there for you to ask Him anything. So you can't even intercede for anyone, including you, without having peace. So supplication is not accepted as long as he preserves his peace and deserves to be given more of peace Now Allah listens to you, and He will make you listen to Him. Whatever you seek from Him in the first place is what Allah has given you already prior to your asking. And you're asking
Yes.
the same thing to Allah as if
Yes.
only when you speak to Him, He is understanding. He can know
Yeah,
what I'm suffering from.
this is what I meant, doctor. He has already given. It's only we need to fall in place, I think.
But we have lost it. He's keeping on giving it. He's not only given and keeping quiet. He keeps
Okay.
giving it, but we are keeping on losing it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, yes, sir.
So Allah is
Understood.
very much yeah. So seek from me only if you are servant. Otherwise, don't ask me. Please don't come to me. That's what Allah says. And we know from 385, Allah is not accepting from His bondsmen, from His servants, anything other than salam. Allah sees if you are doing salam. Allah sees if you are asking salam from Him. Allah sees that you are regretting for having lost your peace because of somebody else's rebuke or undue advantage over you, or because of their bearing down attitude upon you. Never lose sight of Allah. Never lose the hearing from Allah, and stay connected, both hearing wise and seeing wise. Seek from Him the blessing so that you will be all ears for Him, and you will be within His sight, and you will also be willing to stay in light. So believe me alone now, I will grant you peace. I will make you my servant. I will give you my abundance in exuberance. Definitely, that is a life of calmness and quietness, the serenity all around, which Allah will create for you, and the beautiful nature around you, and the aroma of the atmosphere that is going to surround you, and an aura of the intelligence and wisdom, and the protection and your health is so near to you. You are the man of wisdom now because you wanted peace.
Inshallah, sir.
Yes. Is it clear to everyone, Sajiv?
Yes, doctor, it's clear.
Life is so
Alhamdulillah.
simple.
Alhamdulillah.
Life is so simple, not to seek from Him to intercede on my behalf. That is, I want to pray Him, I want to intercede on my behalf. If you want to intercede on your behalf, unless God permits you, you cannot. How do you know that you have interceded on your behalf, you have prayed for you, you have worshipped Him? How do you know whether your prayers are accepted or not?
When we
I
have
turn to God.
peace.
Yeah, I turn to God only for peace. Then even right now you can have solace. And you point out certain discrepancies, things wise around you, from things that are created, from the people whom Allah has created, or from anything other than the peace, whatever is palpable and visible, any corporeal level of suffering, and turning to Allah to remove that corporeal afflictions, the material afflictions. It is not accepted. Seek peace from Him. That peace comes to the heart, and the heart is the disease. The disease in the heart is expelled, and there's no more worry, and the peace is going to pervade and permeate all through your brain, and from there every good sense will prevail, because brain is the centerpiece of activity and actions for your physical life in this world. And that brain must be a slave to your mind, and your mind should be a slave to the peace giver. Everything falls in order. You don't set things right, Allah sets things right. And you are received in the garden of bliss and peace. So Allah does everything for you. He created the heavens for you. He created the earth for you. He created the environment. He created the air. He created the coolness. He created the radiation. He created the feel in your heart about everything good and bad, and what Allah has not done for you, and what you are doing except destroying whatever God has given to you. So your question is an antithesis. Now you are following a prothesis. Because of better understanding about the peace and the mind, it's clear to you now.
Sorry, your voice was
Alhamdulillah, doctor.
Alhamdulillah.
Any other question?
Doctor, there is mention of meditation in Quran. Is there a meditation in mention anywhere?
Zikr. No meditation. Zikr means thinking aloud. Until a clear message comes to you.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you hear me? Here the crackers are going on. Some Kartikeya Deepam, something like that. Do you hear me? No?
We hear you, sir.
Salam, Dr. Saf. Dr. Saf, what does the zikr means?
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sajid, do you hear me? Something wrong with your phone?
Yeah, I can hear you now, doctor.
Okay. So what is zikr?
Zikr is the remembrance of Allah.
What is remembrance of Allah? How much I have imbibed the qualities of Allah? How much I am experiencing in myself that I am in His quality, that I am in His nature, so that when He commands the earth and the heavens, I too can command the earth and heavens. So He and I are together as we all the time. As in Quran Allah mentions, we are with you, we do this, we give you peace, we set your things right. So the we is a closeness and a joint work by me and God together. There's such a bondage when there is a joint work between by me and God in a single quality, single attribute, then heavens and the earth will fall for you. So I understand I am with Allah or not, I am having His nature or not, I am in the proper zikr, in appreciating His nature. When I appreciate His nature of forgiveness, I too must forgive others. That is appreciation, not appreciate someone and I will be in my arrogance. You are not appreciating God, you are not following God, you are an enemy to God because you say I am a believer, but you don't do that. A believer in the qualities of God, an appreciator of the qualities of God. He is a believer, not just noting His names and then saying it out verbally without feeling the slightest inclination towards acquiring those qualities of Allah as yours. My attribute is building up now and my aptitude is changing. The way I see things, the way I value things, the aptitude is changing and my attitude becomes a purposeful functioning ability. Before even I work up with my hands and my mouth, my attitude is going to grant me whatever I wanted from any person. They become my servant if I become the servant of God. And we serve each other, help each other, and we exchange the benevolence now. We are not serving, but exchanging the benevolence from the surplus. And jointly, you do most of the sadaqah or zakat or charity or alms, whatever you may name it, you help the people in need and you impart God's words to them, God's message to them, God's names to them, which they must also start imbibing and change their qualities and behave according to the nature of God, the names of God. So this is zikr. The more I appreciate the godliness in me, that is His names in me, I become a man with the zikr. And Allah is closest to me. If that I am not alone, I am with God, and I say we all the time. And Allah also joins me with Him, and He is with me. And the whole world today and tomorrow, dunya and akhirat, this world and the hereafter, everything is now one and the same for me. Whether I am living by body or not, I am living by the nature of God. God cannot be seen. My body is irrelevant, and I am having the acquisition of godliness. So that is today's class. Don't ask anything from Allah. Receive salam, serve salam. Be a servant of salam. Receive His generousness from God and spend generously from what you have. Don't store any material benefit God has made you earn to your hands because of the intelligence which has a quality above the intellectual ability, the knowledge. And further, the intelligence will develop into intuition, and that intuition will develop into wisdom. So go from one stage to another stage to another stage to another stage endlessly, and more people who are physically, materially oriented will become your servant. You can help them with God's qualities. If they want only material from you and not God's qualities, they will not conduct themselves in this world to the appreciation of God. You can give them or you don't give them. That does not matter. There are uncharitable people. The charity that you give may not be a very thing for them. So whether you give or don't give, it is according to your wish. There's no blame on you. If you stop giving to those people who are treacherous to themselves, deceiving themselves.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Allah. Praise be to Allah. You seek forgiveness from Allah is most forgiving. You keep forgiving others. You seek mercy from Allah, show your mercy. Be a servant of God. Now you know the meaning of what servant is. Abd. Abdul Salam, Abdul Ghafur, who serves the forgiveness, Abdul Ghafur. Abdul Salam, the servant of Salam, who serves Salam. Abdul Kareem, the most dignified. When he dignifies you, you dignify them. He is abundant, most beneficent. Rahman, you serve the Rahmat to others. So be a servant by character, not by giving money. That is a show of pride mostly. So sufficient for the day.
Alhamdulillah, Doctor. Salam.
Salam.
All glory to be. It was a beautiful understanding.
Salam, Doctor.
Alhamdulillah.
Allah's grace.
Thank you,
Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Salam, Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Salam, Doctor.
Salam to everyone. Salam to everyone.
Salam.
Salam, doctor.
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 doctor.
Salam, salam.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salam to Allah. Praise be to God. Allah.
Thank you, doctor.